Alright. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel in the library. I'm Anita and this is my bedroom, but pretend it's the library. And it is haul day. Yay! So as I've been hinting in several of my recent videos, I have been waiting very impatiently for my book outlet haul to arrive, a book outlet package, and it finally arrived on my doorstep today whilst I was at lunch. So I cannot wait to get my little grubby hands on it. I do have some other books that I purchased here in town that I've been kind of holding on to. You've seen a couple of them in some videos because I've already like allocated them to my TBR, but that's neither here nor there. First, I want to say welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Anita and I like booky things. It's probably like 30-40 books here, so I will have all of the book titles and their authors linked down below. I always do that if you haven't noticed. I always have the book titles and their authors linked down below. I don't have a link to the book or anything like that, but you can find it wherever you choose to purchase your books. If you want to buy them on Target or Amazon, or look for them on Book Outlet or something like that, if you want to go to like an indie bookstore online, obviously you have the freedom to do so. I just don't want to pigeonhole you into getting it from a certain place when there's tons and tons of places to buy books, you feel me? So I'm gonna leave the title and the author down below. So first I have The Christmas Camp by Schaler, and then A Holly Jolly Diwali. I just thought that was so cute. And it's based in India. So, and it's by, Sonya, Lalli. So this is a really cute romance. This is romance. So first I have The House on the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I've mentioned this before because I put this in my summer TBR, so I won't speak too much on that one. Then I also got some Mimi Grace books. So I picked up one Mimi Grace book maybe like a month or two ago, and I didn't realize that it was a part of a series and that it was book 3 in the series. So I obviously had to get the first 2 in said series before I could read that. And one of these is also a standalone. Let me double check. So the standalone book is Along for the Ride, and all of these, Along for the Ride, sorry, I was probably covering my mouth. And all of these are really short. They're under 300 pages, and I hear they pack a punch. I haven't read them yet because I've just been prioritizing some other books, but these seem super cute and adorable, and they're written by a Black author. They write about Black stories. They have like beautiful curvy Black women on the covers, and I just think they're really pretty. So this was Along for the Ride, the standalone. This is What a Match, and then this one is Make a Scene. Another book that you have seen from me is Ready or Not. This is on my summer TBR. This is a graphic novel that is really pretty, and it is about a young girl, Cassie, who goes on a summer road trip with her best friends after they graduate senior year of high school, and she's just kind of hoping to have a last hoorah with them. So this definitely gave summer vibes, and this is like based in New York City, which I think is going to be really fun to read. I think the last book that you guys have seen from me is my newest book, the last book that I purchased, the last book that I'm gonna purchase until November. All right, hold me to it. If you see me talking about buying another book, don't let me do it. But this is It's Elementary by Elise, Bryant. I picked this up from Target. It's a Target book club book, and specifically because it is an author signed book. Elise Bryant signed it. It is a first edition copy, which I don't have any. I really don't have any special editions. I don't have any first editions. I don't have any signed books. I don't have any books with like sprayed edges, or I have one book that has sprayed edges. I don't have any books with like fancy special covers or anything like that. I don't know if that's a priority for me, but I thought this was really, really nice. I've read one book by Elise Bryant and I thought it was really sweet. So I thought it would be kind of meaningful to have a book that was signed by her. Obviously it wasn't signed to me, but it counts, okay? It counts in my little heart. Next I have, and these are obviously in no particular order. I meant to like organize them by genre, but it's fine. I got Eric Jerome Dickey, The Business of Lovers. Now I have read probably 10 Eric Jerome Dickey books, but this is one that I haven't read. And I do want to revisit some of his works. He's got dozens and dozens, and he has like a little bit of a variety in his genres, but this, from what I can tell, is a romance, and I love that it is a romance by a black man. I don't know if it's from a black man's perspective. Yeah, it has I think it's dual perspectives, and obviously one of them is a man. Oh no, it's two men. They're brothers, and then we see like the love story for each brother. So I absolutely love that a black man wrote a love story or a romance book from the perspective of black men, because like, when do you get that? When do you get that? If you know, comment down below if you know of other black male romance writers who write from the male perspective. Put them in the comments down below, because I want to read them. I'll buy them in November. But I do have great interest, and it's been a while since I read an Eric Jerome Dickey book, so I'm really excited to revisit his writing, because he was definitely one of my favorites for sure back in college. Next I have The Dating Playbook by Farrah Rashan. I've seen this book a few times. This was on the bargain table. I've since ripped off the sticker. Books A Million has the ickiest stickers, and literally they leave such a residue on all the books. I hate that they do that to their books. But I don't know that Barnes & Noble has like a bargain table. They have like buy one get one half off a lot, but I've never seen just outright buy a book for $3.97 or $5.97, but my Books A Million does that. So that's one thing that I do like over Barnes & Noble as far as Books A Million. But anywho, I've seen this quite a bit. This has a blurb on it from Abby Jimenez. Who doesn't love Abby Jimenez? No, I have not yet read my Abby Jimenez books. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna get to it. But this one says 2 best friends and 1 fake boyfriend. So apparently this is a fake dating trope. I really did not even read the back. It says something about NFL. Ooh, sports ball romance books. I'm not mad at sports ball romance. I'm not mad at it. So this will be pretty cute, and I like having like cute, fluffy, low stakes palette cleansers on deck, because as I've been realizing here lately, I have a lot of like emotionally charged, like heavy hitting, upsetting type of books, and I'm gonna need something to break that up, because it's nice to have books like this on hand. So when I could find them, I definitely grab them. Then I picked up Andi. I am so intrigued. This is probably one of my only sci-fis that I have. This is about a man, a scientist I want to say. He created an AI, or like a robot girlfriend, Andi, who does everything at his beck and call, to his whim, to his liking, to his preference, and she ends up like gaining some consciousness and becoming smarter than like what he intended her to be, and I think she kind of goes rogue, and I'm here for it. Yes, it is pretty short, but this is coming up soon for me on my TBR. I know that much, so I'm really excited about that, and that's by Sierra Greer. Next I got Margaret Atwood, The Testaments. This is the second book to the Handmaid's Tale series. I read the Handmaid's Tale in like 2018. It could use a revisit from me, and that one is paperback, so I'm kind of disappointed that I have the hardback, but again, this was on the bargain table on in my books a million, so I went ahead and grabbed it. This was $9.97 for hardback, which can't beat that with a steak, so I'm not mad at it. I did, like I said, I read the first book. I watched the first, maybe the second season of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. She ended up making me mad, all right, with one of her turning point decisions, so I had to stop watching. But I do want to read the book. Will this upset me? Probably. But I do actually like a bit of a dystopian read. Next, I have a funny story by Emily Henry. I'm glad that I got this, and I've never heard a bad word about it, so I'm interested in reading that one. Next, I have, oh, I did talk about this. This is on my summer TBR. The Thing About Home by Rhonda McKnight. This just seems really, really cozy. I don't know why. It's giving summer vibes. It's giving southern vibes. It's giving like sweet tea and just home and cozy. You just kick your feet up and you have sweet tea and like you have the windows open in the house and like it just seems cozy. It seems cozy. I've seen people talk about this. I've seen people haul this. I haven't seen people read it yet. So this is on my summer TBR, like I mentioned. So I'm gonna see what that one's talking about. Next, I have The Fire Between High and Low. This is by Brittany Cherry. I currently have another book of hers. It is The Air He Breathes. This is from the Element series. So The Air He Breathes, The Fire Between, okay. So The Air He Breathes is on my current TBR. And then I have this one. Hopefully I like it. I've only read one book from her so far. It was the mixtape and it was so heartwarming. It felt like a hug. It felt so cozy but still emotional, but not wrecking me emotionally for me. And I really enjoyed her writing very, very much. So hopefully, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up picking up this whole series. And if that is the case, I need to read a series that is completed with 4 books or more, and this would do because there are 4 books in the series. At least I think so, or there need to be 4 books in the series. So I don't know, but this, I'm really looking forward to reading that when I want an emotional read, because I'm sure it is. Next, I got The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I can't quite remember what this is about, but I know that Steph from Steph's Books, she's here on YouTube, and I consider her my booktube friend. She raved about this book, and I'm pretty sure she gave it like 5 stars. It was at the top of like one of her most recent reads lists, and it seemed really interesting. So I had to run and pick it up. It's got almost like 500 pages, and this is a part of the series. So I'm really interested in bursting this one open. Like I said, I haven't read the back of it since I bought it, but I do remember like hanging on Steph's every word and remembering like I need to read that. So I picked this up, and I believe this is adult fantasy, which I'm really leaning into. Like, I want to be a grown-up, okay? Like, I love YA, or I love some YA, but I'm ready for grown-up books. I'm ready for grown-up fantasy. I'm probably not. But I want to start. I want to try. I'm going to try. Okay. 2 more, and then we'll open our box. Then I got The Roommate Risk by Talia Hibbert. I've recently read a book by Talia Hibbert, and I love her writing style. She's so freaking funny and like just personable and like lighthearted, and freaking love it. So what I do remember about this one, these are like best friends, and I guess he's always been in love with her, or like had a crush on her, or had a thing for her, whatever the case is. And for some reason they end up needing to be roommates, and he knows that it's probably a bad idea because he's got it bad for her, but she doesn't know that, or doesn't like present to know that, and things get kind of murky there. But I'm pretty sure it's a romance, and this is an adult fantasy. I got fantasy on the brain. This is an adult romance book. Talia Hibbert normally writes YA romance, and this is adult, so we shall see how that one goes. Then I have a book by Jasmine Guillory. This is While We Were Dating. You guys know I like Jasmine Guillory for, again, that kind of like palate cleanser, light-hearted read, like low trauma, low stakes type of vibe. So I like to have these on hand when needed, as needed. All right, now let's open my box. I like that they have it all shrink wrapped, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen any book outlet hauls that didn't have damaged books. Now, I don't know, I might be in the minority here. I could probably not care less if my book is like bent or something. Look, as long as I can read all the words and they ain't missing pages and stuff, I'm cool. And then these books are like $5. Like, on one hand, you get what you pay for. So let me open up the box. And they might have it opened already, but for some reason I feel like people get satisfaction out of watching people actually unbox it. I just want to get to the meat and potatoes. So I have tried my best not to like stalk and look at the books that I picked up, because well, the books that I had ordered what seems like a fortnight ago, probably actually realistically. So these will be kind of a refresher for me. So first up here on top, I have Curses by Lish McBride. I don't remember where I heard of this, but it is giving a twist on Beauty and the Beast, which Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies. I don't want to hear no smoke about how it's like Stockholm Syndrome and it's icky. I get it, but it's one of my favorites. So if there is a book inspired by Beauty and the Beast, like, I'm here for it. I think this is YA, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of anybody talk about this. If I did, the person escapes me, but yeah, Beauty and the Beast totally got me. Next, this was the other book from Summer on the Bluffs, which is on my summer TBR. Summer on the Bluffs by Sunny Host, and this is the second book, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is book 2. Yep, this is book 2, Summer on Sag Harbor, and it follows like affluent African American families and like living in or owning property in spaces that are made for Black people to be comfortable and just thrive and be successful and flourish, and just we can have that too, you know what I mean? Like, and this is, it says this family has a African-American elite. They have been living and developing properties since the 1950s, and like this is their legacy. Like, this isn't as old as it gets for like African-American old money, like their old money. And I just think that's really, really beautiful, and it's something that we need to see. Like, I do enjoy reading historical fiction, but I really, really like reading these kinds of historical fiction because, yes, we all know that African Americans have a terrible past in the country of America, but it's something nice to see that like we can come out on the other side of it. There is like a niche of African Americans who have like turned their trauma into like blessings or something. So I think that is something that's important for me to read, me personally. So this is also going to be on my summer TBR, obviously Summer on Sag Harbor. So there's that. Next, I got Blood Sugar by Sasha Rothschild. Ooh, okay, the little blurb on the cover made me remember. It says she's accused of 4 murders. She's only guilty of 3. So I think the way that this was like spun is she's a serial killer. Why am I smiling and giggling about that? She's a serial killer, but she's supposed to be like personable. Like, you're supposed to get it. You're supposed to relate to her. You're supposed to understand. You're supposed to like be on her side and root for her in a way. So I guess maybe morally gray, which I'm interested in. But I'm really, really interested in. It says a twisty, clever thriller featuring a murderess you can't help but root for. The addictive mixture of sour and sweet. And I really want to see what this one's talking about. And I think this is a really pretty cover. That's really pretty. So I have to know, even if it's like poorly executed, I have to know what that one's going on about. All right, so this is the book that really sparked this entire book outlet haul. Nora Goes Off Script. I've been looking for this in my bookstore, in Target, like all over the place in town where I live. And I guess maybe just because it's like an older book, like they don't have it on the shelf right now. But I could not find it. I could not find it. So I went on Book Outlet to see if they had it available. They did. Of course, it was at a steep discount, and I'm really, really excited to read it. This is about a woman who like gets a divorce, and she ends up like writing a book or something, and it turns into a movie or a TV show, and the guy who plays her ex-husband on the TV show, she ends up falling for him. And I'm just like, well, that's probably confusing. But it just seemed like endearing and kind of cute and funny. So, and I hear many people like this book. And I've never read anything by Annabelle Monaghan, so I'm interested. Ooh, next I have The Romantic Agenda by Claire Kahn. And I don't know if I said this so far. All of these books are in excellent condition. Like, nothing wrong with them. Now, do they put any cushioning in the box? No. Like, your books are what they give you. That's it. Anywho, this is The Romantic Agenda by Claire Kahn. This has been on my like book wish list for months. It is giving absolute like black girl on vacation. It says Joy is in love with Malcolm. Malcolm wants to date Summer. Summer is in love with Love, and Fox is Summer's ex-boyfriend. Okay, I don't know if these are people's names or like these are just abstract nouns. I don't know, but it seems kind of messy, but it also seems like there's pining love, or like maybe friends to lovers type story. So I don't know. This has been on my want to read for a long time. So when I saw it on Book Outlet, I had to get it. Next, I got I got The Duchess Effect. This is book 2. I think I got book 1. Aha! American Royalty by Tracy Livesay. And then the second book is The Duchess Effect. I saw this one first and I was like, baby girl, yes, you better friggin' slay. Then I saw that it was book 2, so I was like, all right, well, what's book 1 talking about? And it was this one, which I have seen. I just, for some reason, the cover didn't grab me the way this one did. But I have since heard that this one is like, if you want to read about a black woman being loved the hell down, like, that is this. So I'm pretty sure this is just giving more of that energy. So I'm really excited to go into this. Next, I just got a Target sticker on it. See, I don't know where they get their books from on Book Outlet, but Target has something to do with it, obviously. Okay, this one is Christmas at the Ranch, and it's by Anita Hughes. So I'm looking for Christmas books to like build up my like December TBR, and it's by me, obviously. I'm just kidding, I didn't write this. But that's really why I got it. I'm looking for Christmassy books. It was on sale. It was by a woman named Anita. So I did not read the back at all. That's all I need to know. And Christmas books, holiday books, or movies are like the one unapologetic time that I will take the cheesiest of cheese, like the most predictable plot, and like I've seen this 1,000 trillion times. I'm pretty sure one of the books I got was like, oh, the hardworking, like married to her job New York woman ends up going to visit her family in like the mountains of Colorado and falls in love with like the local wood chopper person there and live happily ever after. Like that is, I'm pretty sure that's the premise of one of my Christmas books, and I don't care. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna hate my little babies, because Christmas books and movies are the one time that like predictability is a-o-freaking-a. All right, we have 6 books left. The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I feel like every haul I have Jasmine Guillory because she's the girly. She is the girly. This is number 1 in like a really long series for her, I'm pretty sure, and I think I might have more from her. I'm trying to collect all of the series, all of the books in this series, because like I said, there is a time when I know she is going to rescue me. So yes, Jasmine Guillory, if I see her, I'm picking it up. Next I got Lovecraft Country. I thought I got the second one too. Nope, I didn't. I think I didn't get it because it was a hardcover and I could only get, I don't care if it has different type of covering on the front or whatever, but I don't want a paperback and a hardcover. I don't know. But I watched this on HBO at the time. I watched this on HBO and it was freaking phenomenal. It was trippy. It surprised the heck out of me. It was like spooky enough. It wasn't too spooky, but it was so unique. It was so unique, and I freaking love, what is her name? Oh geez, Journey Smollett. I love her as an actress. She's so underrated. Journey Smollett is that girl. So yes, I ate up the TV series and I will probably eat up the book. Next, I got Now That I Found You by Christina Forrest. I don't know why I got this. I don't remember buying this. I don't remember buying this, but I do like Christina Forrest, so I'm not too mad at that. I did pick up this book. I meant to pick up this book. I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest. This has also been on my want to read list for several months. I just, again, really haven't thrown it in the bag when I have done any online orders. I have never seen it in a store, but it just seems, it seems really cute. Again, I haven't read the back. I just knew that it has been on my list for a long time, and that was enough for me. Next, I got A Low Country Bride by Priscilla Williams. This seemed super cute. So the woman like owns a like bridal company or something like that, or a designer company for bridal gowns, and she ends up going to a small town in South Carolina, or Charleston, South Carolina, so it's giving southern like cozy romance vibes, and ends up, I just made that up, I don't know, but she, big city to like country town, and it's bridal. I love bridal stuff. Like, it just seems so endearing, so I'm really excited about this. And I've never heard of this author, I've never heard of this book, and it just seems really nice, and I'm excited to read it. Oh, it's got cute like little fonts, I mean little detailing on the covers, on the chapter pages. It looks like coffee beans, which I don't understand, but I'm sure I will when I read the book. And then finally, the last book is The Perfect Find by T. Williams. I saw this in a Barnes & Noble like a long time ago, but I have not been able to get my hands on it since then. If you know, you know, Tia Williams is, to me, a beautiful, like, lyrical, poetic romance, even contemporary fiction, contemporary romance writer, and she is like a very big favorite of mine, and this is the only book of hers that I have not read, so I had to get it. I had to get it, and I am certain that I will absolutely adore it. I've seen it. I've never heard of anybody actually reading it, and I wonder why. Like, why are we not reading this? We're reading 7 Days in June. We're reading A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. Why is no one reading this? I will read this because, like I said, she can do like no wrong to me. I love her. So that is my haul. I have lost my mind buying all of these books, but I don't think I meant to like do this with the intent of never buying books again. But that's kind of like what's happened, because I can make it through the rest of the year without buying any books and be totally okay. Like, I can't even stack all of these. This is insane, but I'm so excited about these. Like I said, many of these are books that I've had on my want to read list for months. It's like since I got back into reading in February. And now I finally got them. And now I feel like I can just go somewhere and sit down. So I have more, but this is all I can hold on here. But I'm really excited about my book haul, and stay tuned for some content reading these books. No hauls in the future. I promise you there are no hauls in the future because I've got books coming out of my ears at this point. But this brings me joy. Like, hello, have you ever hugged a stack of books? This is surprisingly cozy. All right, I need to put these away immediately before they take over my home. But thank you so much for watching. If you like book hauls, watch this one over and over because there isn't going to be another one for some months. But if you like book reviews, if you like curated book lists and things like that, please give the video a thumbs up, and I will do more of those in the future. I definitely have some ideas, and I just want to keep things interesting and be more creative and intentional about how I pick and choose and read my books and prioritize my physical books. Also, if you have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so before moving on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.